myself, I'm Gopi. So I'm from Tamil Nadu, and I'm about 51 years old now. And I have been working in IT. So I work in a IT multinational private company now. And actually, I should say that BMW grew over me, and I'm very passionate about biking more than when I was young. So that's something I really enjoy doing it. And we have Ram sir as an inspiration and a great gang to hang out. So I really liking it. Choose an an adventure bike is basically because I wanted something which can take us wherever our mind takes us to. So I did not want any limitations which will say that, oh, I cannot ride in a gravel, I cannot ride in a sand, it has to be a tarmac. So I didn't want to have that limitation, so I went for an adventure. So why did I went for Beamer? Basically, this is about I wanted something which has power, performance and safety. And Beamer kind of topped it in all three categories. So I thought like, okay, better settle down for that. This Oxyville is awesome. So highly hospitable people. So that's I like the hospitality, the first thing. And then the place is very serene and nice to come with a family, I think. So I was telling Ram sir also, so I wanted to come with a family. So it's the best place, and close to Chennai, not too far away, and it's really a place to be. I had just done one services so far, so just 1,000 kilometers has been done. So I'm just going to probably take my vehicle again for 10,000 kilometers very soon, maybe possibly in next 15-20 days. But 1,000 kilometer service was okay. So they did well, and they know what they are doing it. People are friendly, but only thing is when it comes to parts, that's when the whole thing gets delayed because they have to order and get it.
This is Ramesh. I'm from Chennai. My biking experience has been very recent. While I've been riding for a while, the passion on getting into two wheels is something that has picked up in the very recent days because of my corrupt gang that I had. I had to land up there. Getting into an Interceptor 650, that's my first proper bike that I had to venture into. And then the last year has been kind of very confusing. Wanted to get into a better bike because I have to catch up with my gang. Interceptor was not allowing me to do so. And then was really keen on getting into a inline 4-cylinder. Again, childhood dreams, the sound of an inline 4, had multiple options. Again, S1000RR was my favorite. But then the moment I sat on it, I understood that the game over. My age didn't allow me to go for it, and then obviously the best choice in this age bracket, or to try anything and everything on the roads. We know there are few machines that are out there. 1250 was an obvious choice. Started from 850, but then I thought no more upgrades that we need to do in the next 5 years or so. So I thought 1250 would be the recent choice for me. So landed up on a 1250, and to be very honest, it's only 20 days with this bike. So it's pretty new for me. I'm just getting used to it, enjoying it with the company out here. Yeah, the careful examination happened on three such products. We had three such. Triumph 1200 was a great choice. Last year they came out with a machine which is kind of as close as possible in the entire market, right? For a 1250, that's their choice. Ducati Multistrada has been there for years for real enthusiasts, guys with sporty attitude, who needs mean machines on the streets. Ducati was always a choice. So I had such confusions, but when it comes to the brand, as I explained it earlier, BMW is very close to my heart. And then from do it all kind of a bike, you can do anything and everything with it. You get while from a technical number standpoint, it can be a slightly lower in comparison to a Ducati Multistrada or a Tiger 1200, but on the road performances, I think it's no lesser a bike compared to any of them. And then the comfort and the safety that comes with as a package with a BMW, I think there is nothing that I could probably sense the same way with a Multi or a Triumph. I felt this is much more closer to me, more comfortable for me. So that's where my choice of BMW. As I said, I associate closely with BMW, so that way I felt very comfortable going with it.
All right. My name is Harish. I work in a BPO environment. Right. I have about 15 plus years of experience in it, and I come from a middle class background. Yeah. So I come from a city called Salem in Tamil Nadu. I'm working in Chennai at the moment in a BPO. Right, that's about me. Since my childhood or since my first bike, I've always wanted to get something unique, ride something unique that rest of the world doesn't ride. That's number one. And number two, I've always wanted to ride a brand which has a legendary history towards biking. Right, that's kind of a brand that I've always wanted to ride with. Yeah. So my first bike was an Yamaha 150. Right, it was FZ. That was the first generation FZ 150 that was landed in Chennai. Nobody got it because there was no exposure about the bike, right? So that was the first one I went for. Then I went for the first generation KTM 200 as well, right? So that I had that for almost 7-8 years. Then wanted to upgrade, but then this COVID thing came in between, and then I waited. So after that I went for this Beamer. Yeah, so that's the history behind choosing this particular. Well, I am not an off-roader, to be honest, right? I am more towards a tarmac guy, right? So I love riding to a long trip, right? And I am vertically challenged a little as well, so I prefer tarmac than off-road, and I prefer BMW, especially the G3 and GS in that price range.
Thank you so much for having me, and my name is Barat, and I'm a VFX artist for past 15 years, and currently I'm working in double negative MNC company like VFX companies, and I worked for many of Oscar winning shows. So that is my profession, and see, I like to travel a lot, so I will do both. So the BMW, like I did almost like I went from Chennai to Kanyakumari and came back within 24 hours, and I just went for had a tea in Kanyakumari and came back. So I didn't felt any tiredness or something. So in that case, it's very comfortable ride. Like under the price, best machine for long touring. Competitors are like for off-roading purpose, Himalayan is there, Hemi, and the next one option is KTM 390. This is the beast, but this is the mid-range. Like if, both those two are built for off-roadings. This is a touring machine. Like you can go for a tour for long places, and you can do off-road. Like it's a 70-30%. So you won't miss any of your fun. Oxyville is a beautiful place, and thanks to Ram sir to inviting us. And next time I will come with my family to have a stay. Thank you.